Well, welcome guys to Champions Fishing here on YouTube, Champions Kayak Fishing more officially. My name is Joshua David, and I want to be the first to welcome you to this video tonight where we're going to be giving an overview of the new Vibe Shearwater 125 in Slate Blue for 2021. Now, this video is not going to be a very long video. The purpose of this video, just go ahead and get this out here in the open, is just to simply to see if we cannot get some feedback. There might be some little bit of background noise. Just going to go ahead and get that out of the way as well. But to just simply get some feedback here on this particular kayak. We are looking at it. We're investigating on whether or not this is the kayak that we are going to purchase for the 2021 fishing season. We're going to be getting into tournament fishing, and we want a boat that is going to be able to get us on the rivers, is going to be able to get us on the lakes, and then when we go out of town, it's going to be able to get us out, in the sound areas of the the backwaters, brackish waters of, like, say, if you go to Myrtle Beach or if you go down to Florida to Destin, to get out into the bays and stuff out there, to be able to fish in those particular areas. I don't know that I'm going to, at this point, get out on the open ocean and go offshore in this particular kayak or whatever kayak that I have. Now, I currently am fishing from a feel-free lure, 11.5 V2. I love the lure. It's a great boat. I could probably do some of the things that this boat here can do, but there's just something about the feel-free lure that just, I've been on it several times now, and I don't know. It does not fit right for me. Now, my son absolutely loves that boat, and so he's actually going to be inheriting that. Now, I'm going to put another review video up of another kayak, similar fashion to this video, but I'm really wanting your feedback. I want your feedback, the viewers on the channel and viewers who may be on this particular kayak. I would like your feedback as to whether or not you think I should get this particular kayak. Now, I'm going to give you an overview if you don't know anything about the kayak. I'm going to go ahead and give you an overview of this kayak right here in the video tonight, or today, or whenever it is you're watching this, so that you can make a decision on what you want out of a kayak. Now, Vibe says that with this kayak, that you can own the water, okay? And so Vibe claims that with this kayak that you can do that. But is this true? Can you own the water with this? And by owning the water, I believe that there needs to be a few ways of which you can do that, and I believe that you need to be able to paddle a kayak. Obviously, that's most important. If you're not comfortable paddling the kayak, or if paddling the kayak is a bit of a chore for you, then you're not going to be able to really do a whole lot. And if you're out on the water fishing, I don't know if you're like me or not, but if you have your fishing rod in one hand, you've got your paddle in the other, it does become quite cumbersome, okay? And so being able to own the water, in my opinion, means that I can paddle it, I can power it, I can pedal it, or if I put it in correct order here, I can paddle it, pedal it, and power it, okay? Now, you can really do that with just about any particular kayak, but the hull design, the shape of the kayak, does it cut through the water? Those things are absolutely important, and Vibe claims that you can do that. So there are several videos, if you go and look on YouTube, that show people out on this particular kayak and show them being able to go through the water. There's examples of individuals who are pedaling it. There's examples of people who are paddling it. And there's examples of the Bixby motor. Now, if I were to buy this kayak, then I'm gonna actually buy it out, go ahead and get it out of the gate, ready to go, with a good paddle. I've got a pretty good paddle right now, but I'm going to give it to my son because it belongs to the Feel Free, and I don't think it'd be kind of cool to be paddling a Vibe kayak with a Feel Free paddle. I'm going to let him have that. It's a 260 cm fiberglass paddle. I've had no problems with it. Some guys like the carbon paddles, but honestly, I've got enough upper body strength. It does not bother me to hold a 2 pound paddle. 2 pounds is really absolutely nothing. I mean, I think a gallon jug of water weighs more than 2 pounds, and I carry plenty of them all the time. So a paddle, 2 pounds is nothing. But I want to be able to give him that paddle. I'm going to get a new paddle for this kayak. So I want to be able to get that out the gate. I'll also, if I purchase this kayak, I'll go ahead and let you guys know, we plan on getting the X-Drive, okay? And then also the Bixby upgrade. So Vibe claims that you can own the water with this particular kayak. Is it true? We believe so. You can paddle it. We recommend a 260 to 270 cm paddle. That way it's going to be long enough for you to, as you're making your strokes, you can get that paddle down into the water good, and that you can make sure that you paddle properly, okay? You can also, with this kayak, you can pedal it. There's the optional X-Drive upgrade, and we'll probably show you some of that stuff on the Vibe website here at the end of the video. As we're going to go over to the Vibe website. I've already got it pulled up here, and we're going to take a quick look around it and just kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at if you decide to go with this particular kayak. Now, when I first got into kayak fishing, I'm going to go ahead and deviate just here for just a second. When I first got into kayak fishing, this was the kayak that I wanted, but it was on back order, and I got started in this journey back in September of 2021 with Champions Kayak Fishing, and I just did not want to wait. I could not find a Vibe Shearwater 125. I didn't want to wait, so I ended up with the Moken. I had some problems with the Moken. Ended up filling up with water, nearly sunk that boat, and I honestly thought I was dying that day, to be honest with you. And so ever since then, I've just got this thing with Feel Free that's even with my new lure, because I went and got a lure after that incident, and just something that I just don't know. I just can't get over that. But anyway, back to what's going on here. Can you own the water with it? Yes, you can. You can paddle it. You can pedal it. You can also power it with the optional Bixby jet drive motor upgrade. I'll show you that here in just a few moments. So let's go ahead and get right into the specs of the Vibe Shearwater 125 and break it down for you as far as this particular boat and the sizing of it and everything, and answer the question, can a big guy get on this boat? Well, first of all, the boat is 12.6 inches. Okay, it's 12 foot 6 inches in length, so that's going to be how long your boat is, obviously. That should be plenty of size boat. It's nearly, it's 12 almost 13 feet there, so that's a pretty good size boat for you to be able to get out on the water in. And I think even for a big guy like me that's 300 pounds, that this boat's going to be plenty good enough for me to be able to do that. I'm okay on the lure right now. However, with the lure is 11 and a half. It's 11.5 inches. And so with that being said, with the way the seat is, I sit and just say that my finger here's the kayak, and here's about midline of the boat. Well, the seat is like right here just past the midline, and so there's just this little bit of tank wheel back, and my tank wheel sits down low in the water. Now, the difference between the Lure 11.5 and this particular kayak is that this particular kayak will hold 475 pounds. The Lure will hold a maximum capacity of 425 pounds. Now, I'm under that, obviously, because I've measured myself. I've weighed myself. I've weighed my gear just so that I could, make sure that I'm within that range, because I definitely don't want to have the experience that I had before with the Moken, is that, I'm within that range. But on that lure, what's causing me to have some hesitation is the fact that, it's a 425, and, what if I want to add camping gear? What if I want to go on a longer trip? I want to make a 2 or 3 day, trip where I leave it on a Friday afternoon. I'll paddle for a few hours. I stop somewhere, set up camp. That kind of a thing is appealing to me. I like the outdoors. I want to get out more. I want to enjoy nature more. And I want my son and maybe some friends to be able to go on these journeys like this in kayaks on the river, to where we float for, 15, 20 miles over a period of a couple of days, and we stop and we camp on the shore somewhere, or if we find an island. I want to be able to do that. Well, the 12.6 inch length is going to give me enough room maybe to do that. That's my opinion of it. Now, you let me know below what you think about that. Now, the other thing that I like about this particular kayak is it's 35 inches wide. Now, I think it would be cool if it was 36, if it was actually a full 3 feet wide. And I believe that that is, the inside space there. If you look here, this here is the Sea Ghost here in the middle, but this top one here is the Shearwater. But just picture this as the Shearwater for a moment. I believe it's 35 inches here in the inseam, this area here, between the side rails. That's what I think it is. I'm not 100% sure if that's the case, but that appears what it is, because on my Feel Free lure, it's 34 inches wide. So this is an inch wide, 1 inch wider, so about this much here in space. So, on both sides there, you're getting that half an inch extra space on both sides. Not really a whole lot of difference, but it is enough to be able to tell a little bit of a difference and have a little bit more room, especially with the tackle box storage that is inside of the kayak there. Whereas like on the lure, I have that storage space there, and honestly, it's hard with the seat that's there, the gravity seat. It's hard for me to actually get to that unless the seat is all the way up. Now, I did try the seat in the highest position once, and it was very tippy for me. Of course, again, I'm a 300-pound guy, so that might be why that was the case. So this kayak here, the Shearwater 125, is 35 inches wide. It does have, as I said already, a 475-pound weight capacity, so this should be plenty enough boat for me to, use and feel comfortable in, knowing that I'm not going to be sitting down in the water as far as I was. Now, another boat that I was looking at, I'm just going to pull it up real quick here on my iPhone 12 Pro Max, is a wilderness system boat. And I wanted to just sort of show you this particular boat that I was looking at is a 38-inch wide boat. But the weight capacity, let me pull this up here real quick. Product information. Hang on just a second. So if I go to product information here, this boat has a max capacity of 450 pounds. So there's an extra 25 pounds of capacity here versus this other boat. Now, this other boat obviously is 38 inches wide, so I'm getting 3 inches of wide inside the, 3 more inches wide of the cockpit. And hey, sometimes I guess 3 inches makes the difference. I don't know. It depends on who you ask. No pun intended, or maybe there is. But anyway, 35 inches wide versus 38 inches wide for an additional 25 pounds. I think I will neglect to have the extra 3 inches. That's just my that's just my personal opinion. The same size boat, but the 25 pounds I think is a deal breaker for me, and why I'm hesitant to go for the other boat. And also, and I'm going to do a video just like this of that other kayak as well. But the fact that on that particular kayak that I'm looking at, the Shearwater has the 475-pound capacity. That right there is enough for me to say, hey, the 3 inches in the cockpit, that's just, it's a game changer for me, okay? So the 475 pounds is a winner for me here on the Shearwater 125, okay? Now, the standard kayak, the 120 HD of the Recon, as I'll show you later in another video, it is also a much heavier boat. This boat's going to come in at 82 pounds undressed, okay? That's just the whole weight on the boat. The other boat is 115 pounds undressed, okay? This one's 82 pounds. 82 pounds, honest to God, that sounds like a lot for some people, but it is really nothing. 82 pounds is simple to carry, okay? Next up, 109 pounds fully dressed. The other boat that we were looking at, again, is 115 pounds, and that's not fully dressed. That's just standard as it is, the whole weight. So, big differences there in boat. When you're considering a kayak, the things that you've got to consider is the fact is, is there enough space in there for me to maneuver around? Well, there's plenty of videos of people who are on the Vibe Shearwater 125. Even a couple of big guys. I think one guy that I saw has a video on Bash and Bash TV. He has, I think he was like 320 to 330 pounds after losing 70 pounds. And so he's on a Shearwater 125. And then I've seen other guys who maybe were like in the 270 range. Now, I don't plan on staying the weight that I am. I'm continuing to lose weight and work on that and things like that to get healthier, because that's what Champions Fishing is about. It's not just about catching fish on the water. It's about inspiring people to make a difference or make changes in their life that is necessary for them to fully enjoy life to the max. And honestly, I don't know of any other way. Whoa, sorry about that. I dropped a walleye jig there that I had over here on my desk. I just want to kind of move it, and I dropped that thing. So, but that's what Champions Fishing is about. It's about living a more positive life, a more impactful life. That's our mission here, our goal. And so to be able to have a kayak that's going to get us out on the water and allow us to enjoy it in different circumstances, whether it be the river, white water, out in the ocean, the sounds, the brackish waters, the lakes, fishing, the tournaments, and things like that. We want a boat that we can get on and we can really just cut through the water, that we can feel comfortable on, that's stable enough. The hull is designed well. And as I look at the Vibe kayaks, that's what's leaning me. I'm probably selling myself here more than anything, but that's what's leaning me more toward the Shearwater is this particular fact that you have all these things here in its favor. So again, this is a boat that can be paddled, it can be peddled, or it can be powered. Okay, now you can go over to vibekayaks.com and pick this boat up today. I'm going to show you real quick here Vibe's website, and we're going to navigate through that very quickly here, just so that you can go over here and you can decide what you want to do. Now, let me go ahead and say to you, I'm not in any way affiliated with Vibe. I receive no commissions whatsoever if you go over here and buy one of their kayaks, okay? Just pointing that out to you. I'm just simply doing this because I'm making a decision for myself, and maybe somebody else who is looking at a kayak, maybe I can help them at the same time. So if we go over here to Vibe's website, you just simply go to vibekayaks.com. That'll take you over to their homepage. You can click over here where it says shop, click on Shearwater 125. It's going to pull up this beautiful slate blue. Isn't that a sexy looking kayak? Now, I do like this one here, the galaxy color. The galaxy color is pretty sharp as well. I could just click right here and it'll pull up. This is pretty sexy looking right here too. But blue is my favorite color in the world. I absolutely love blue. And I'm probably going to pick this slate blue. Now, Vibe, please don't be sold out of these by the time I'm ready to buy one of these here at the end of the month. Please just get on the ball and make 1,000 more of these if you can, because I'm planning on buying one of these kayaks and buying it here within the next couple of weeks once I make my final decision on what I'm going to do. And, of course, when the finances are there as well. Who's kidding who? But let's just scroll down here. For just a moment, you can kind of see this picture here. We already showed that in there. Again, you can paddle it, you can pedal it, you can power it, all that good stuff. It's got plenty of seating options here. This black color is pretty stellar as well. I forget what they call it. It looks like that is the... What color is this? And it's out of stock. The Raven color. So the Raven is currently out of stock, but I kind of like it. I like the red, but honestly, I like them all. They're just all cool. So, but I think more than likely I'm going to go with that slate blue. Hopefully it's in stock. Probably just pick up me a little old a kayak paddle, but not one of these, because I think you need to have a 260 to 270 cm. At least that's what I want. If you're a smaller person, then you might get away with one of these. Anyway, guys, that's the Vibe Shearwater 125. Again, we're looking at getting a slate blue here. To me, that's just an all-around excellent, beautiful-looking kayak. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, my name is Joshua David here with Champions Kayak Fishing. It's been an absolute pleasure of mine tonight to bring you this information. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll decide what you want, and I hope that you'll let us know in the comments below what you're looking for in a kayak. Do you want a kayak like this? Do you want a kayak that you can get out on the water, that you just want to pedal? Or do you want a kayak that you can just paddle? Or do you want a kayak that you can just power up and go? So if you want that, obviously we believe that this is a kayak that you can do that. You guys let us know below what you think about it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's been insightful for you. If you have never been a kayak owner, we would highly recommend that you look this way. And that's just coming from, coming from the perception kayak that we used to have, that we started off with, to the feel free, and now looking at this particular kayak here as well. So the Shearwater 125 was the original kayak we wanted to buy, but it was not available at the time, and we just pulled the trigger on a feel free mocha and then the lure. Now we're going back to where we started. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Again, vibekayaks.com. That'll take you over to Vibe's website here, vibekayaks.com. Boom, boom, boom. And that will get you to this website here. You can look over Vibe's website. You can decide what you want to do. Guys, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay strong. Remember, you are a champion, so be one. Act like one in every aspect of your life. We will see you next time, and maybe we'll just see you out on the water. Don't forget that you're watching this video. Here it is, Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you out there. February the 28th, 2021. Stay tuned for that video. We have a giveaway coming up. We're going to give away a tackle box, a 3700 size tackle box from Plano, full of tackle. We've got 11 sections boxed out there. They're going to be full of tackle. We're going to send out to you as a way of saying thank you for helping us break over 100 subscribers here on Champions Kayak Fishing. Y'all take care. God bless you, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.